Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
Glow Yard. Hey, we made it to summer. Let's get it. We made it to the finals, but we out for the summer. What an exciting season, what's next, I wonder. Relle and King with the Glow Yard on Playback. When October comes, he said, Nico, run it back. We made it to the storm and we almost got the chip. We had some tough games, but now we ain't quit. We saw them boys come together, others fall apart. But most important thing, we saw our teams got heart. Luka making records and Kyrie making moves. When there's breaking news, Relle and King got it for you. When you wanna see some fan perspective views, when you on YouTube, man, you know who to shoot. Whether you wanna talk or vent or who's who, just keep it respectful to my Glow Yard crew. At WTN, just to speak to the panel, and welcome to the We Talk Mavs channel. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. When October comes, he said, Nico, run it back.
Yes, sir. YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFL, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. Listen, man, if you're into Dallas Maverick content, you're in the right place. If you're into Dallas Maverick content and you're looking for a Dallas Maverick home and you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here as we talk about all things Dallas Mavericks. And also, too, everybody, please hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Help us get that algorithm up. That'll help us to build the channel up. That also will help other Mav fans like yourselves to find us here as we talk about all things Dallas Mavericks. As y'all know, still a quiet summer. Offseason, I guess you could say. Not a lot of moves, nothing like that, nothing major. But this seems to be a time of year, it feels like, where there's a lot of conversation, a lot of talk, a lot of think pieces and all that type of stuff coming out here. So we got some things we want to talk about here on the show. Get you guys involved. Let us know what y'all think too there in the comment section. But yeah, man. King, you ready, man?
I am, bro.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. But before we start it off right, King, let's go ahead and show some love to the sponsors of the channel at FANATICS.
Before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to FANATICS for hooking the channel up with a personalized link for you guys and ladies to get all of your official NBA Dallas Mavericks merchandise and apparel. If you're interested in helping the channel at all, please scan the QR code on the screen or check out the link in the description. We appreciate all of the continued support, and big thanks go out to FANATICS once more for hooking us up over here at We Talk Mavs.
Yes, sir. Listen, guys and ladies, it's never too late to copy some new Mav merch. Just scroll on down to the description box below, and you can find the link there. Not only does it help you to get new Mav merch, it also helps out the channel in that special way. So we definitely would appreciate that, man. If y'all go ahead and scroll on down to the description box, click on that link to FANATICS, and go ahead and go on that shopping spree, man. Go ahead and get you a new Luka jersey, get your new Kyrie jersey, get your new Klay jersey, so forth, so forth. All right, King, you ready to get to it, man?
Yes, sir.
Let's get to these news and rumors, man. Your favorite coach has had some opinions on the addition of Klay Thompson. A lot of news right now is coming out about Klay Thompson on the Mavs, so we're gonna get into this, man. Let's start with this first quote by your boy Jason Bernard Kidd. He said Jason Kidd praised it. This is through Grant Asif. Shout out to Grant. Said Jason Kidd. Matter of fact, loop that real quick. All right. Jason Kidd praised the skill set of Klay Thompson bringing to the Dallas Mavericks lack in shared insight into the recruiting process. Kidd on Thompson, we truly believe that he gives us something that we haven't had. Also, too, this is what he said. This is Jason Kidd on the Mavs final experience. He says, in the finals, I'm trying to figure out in Boston who was going to miss a shot. Unfortunately, there was no one. We had our hands full. I think the experience is going there, understanding if we have that opportunity again, we know what we have to do. So this also, too, you sent me this earlier. This is from Landon Thomas right here, bro. He said, Jason Kidd says Kyrie Irving was the key in Klay Thompson to the Mavs. I think we already kind of talked about this before. Since I think player to player in the league, they all talk about their situations and they all recruit one another. Said this is about Kai and Klay being able to talk. All right, King. With all that being said, man, what was your thoughts on those?
First and foremost, Jason Kidd's just Jason Kidd, bro. Sometimes I heard him talk more about Klay Thompson being able to hit shots and just make open shots when they came down to it. I don't want to, like I said, I don't think you should box in Klay Thompson as just, labeled as just a 3-and-D guy or just being able to shoot wide open threes. Kind of the same thing like with Mark Cuban with Kyrie Irving before he got on.
You talk about sit him in the corner?
Yeah, just sit him in the corner. I hate when they say that kind of stuff, but I guess you should expect it from Jason Kidd. It is what it is. He plays low mind games at times, but yeah. Other than that, bro, it was a lot of stuff I expected. Klay would have helped us out. I think we talked about that, but also we thought Kyrie was big as far as the recruitment of just not only Klay Thompson, just players in general. Kyrie is definitely very important in that. We know that's not really a part of Luka's personality as much, and wasn't much brand new news, just stuff I expected.
Yeah, the reason why it's somewhat news because we finally hear the coach kind of giving his take on it. We heard a lot of the players. We heard, like I said, the PJ Washington, the Derek Lively's of the world. We heard the press conference with the 3 new additions. We heard all of them kind of giving their take on this new Mav team that they're joining or whatever, right? The improvement of the team. So to kind of hear Jason Kidd say all this, man, it kind of gives me an idea like how I think he probably would use Klay Thompson. It's like he's not just going to be some gimmicky guy, you know what I'm saying? He's actually going to come in here and actually contribute in a major way for us. I think we already talked about it. Him being like a third option for the team, man. I think that'll keep him motivated, that'll keep him fresh. We talked about it too. Like I think on the crossover, we talked about the fact that last couple of years he actually played 70 plus games. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he missed a lot of games after his major injury where he missed the 2 seasons. So look, man, I think we kind of expect that Klay Thompson to come in and do his thing. Even if he do like you said before, even if he do what he did last year for us as a third option, I take that. Because what he did as a second option, being our third option, was still better than what another person gave us, right? In that same role we're asking him to be in. So that's why I say, man, look, I'm just ready for the season. Just ready to see these puzzle pieces fit together to make the whole picture. I want to see how that works. I think we've been speculating. A lot of people been kind of guessing, how things will run, how players will fit, and all that type of stuff. I've told you many times. I feel like the players that we added are plug and play players, so I feel like there should be really no learning curve with this team, man. As far as, as a matter of fact, that's another thing I didn't add here. The team right now is working together right now. Where are they at? Vegas, I think. No, not Vegas. California, I think.
I think it's in Cali right now, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. I forgot to add that on there too.
I know Kyrie's there, but he isn't working out yet.
Yeah, Kyrie's there, but he can't work out. He's not able to do the 5-on-5 yet. He's gonna have his surgery here in like a week or so. So, but yeah, like I said, man, doing that type of stuff. Like I said, you add these players. I see Kidd has a vision. He also spoke on the fact that them getting there, I think they kind of had an understanding. Like, okay, we know how we got there. Let's replicate that and get even better to get back there, right? So, I mean, everybody's saying the right stuff, man. Like I said, it got me excited. I know it got a lot of Mavs fans excited, man, especially hearing what the new guys said during the press conference and all that stuff. You see these different videos, these guys working on their game and all that stuff, man. So it just bodes well for this team, man. I mean, I know I'm confident. You heard me say I haven't been this confident for a team going in to the season since the 06-07 season, man. And so I'm extremely confident in this team. I really feel like, man, we can make another push for the finals. And hopefully this time with the additions that we have, man, we can finally get over that hump.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't even as I didn't think as highly as the 06-07 team as they ended up being in hindsight that year. But this year, like I want to get the job done. And as you said earlier, it's about roles, bro. Klay Thompson played the second role over in Golden State. That wasn't enough for them, but over here, if he gave us exactly what he gave us, as you said,
as the third option. We over here jumping for Joey, bro. Like if Klay
Oh
Thompson
man,
gives
yeah.
us what he gave them as a second option, this third option, and the exact same numbers, we'd all be okay. So I'm ready, bro. Like I say, toss the ball up.
Speaking of ready, it seems like the league is already ready, man. They made a prediction on the odds for the MVP, King. Check this out, man. It says MVP favorites per ESPN poll. Luka 61 votes, Jokic 40 votes, SGA 37 votes. What you think, man?
I don't care.
I know you don't.
He's been what odds on favorite?
Like 3-4 years in a row.
This is last year was his 6th year. Was Luka's 6th year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been odds on favorite to win it. I want to say 3 out of the last 4 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Because after his first year, he wasn't odds on favorite to win it the second year. I think third year he was odds on favorite. Fourth year he was odds on favorite. Maybe fifth year, maybe last year he wasn't. So
and
now
this year,
yep. So it is what it is.
Man, I think we already expected him to be the favorite, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I expected it. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, and it's also too. This go back to I think a conversation we had on the members only. We said this. A lot of it's going to hinge on how the Mavericks come out of the gate. Because if the Mavericks come out the gate slow like they normally do, folks are that's gonna hurt Luka's chances of winning the MVP. Especially if he come out the gate slow and everybody else is starting off, 15-4 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to come out the gate. You got to come out aggressive. You got to take every opponent serious. None of this we get up for the good teams and down for the bad team stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to treat every opponent the same way. Jump out on these dudes early, put your foot on their throats, and take care of business, man. We see, like Key said in his quote, you already know what it takes to get to the finals.
So none of the top 3 guys again are American, correct?
Let me see. Jokic is from Delaware. Shea is from Oak Cliff, Texas. Go ahead.
He's from Arkansas, but hey, man, I thought as we said, different media. I'm so surprised to see Joker still number 2. After to be, if they polled guys and said who was going to be MVP, for folks to say Joker was still going to be number 2 is like wow. But SGA is number 3. There's still no American up in the mix, so I guess they don't like foreign guys, but they still odds on favorite. So we'll see.
And on top of that, man, why ain't your boy Ant up there?
I'm just saying, man. It's narratives. I keep telling folks, it's narratives. Bro.
I thought he was Jordan. I mean, that's why I'm asking why he not up there. I thought he was Jordan.
I don't think they really think he's Jordan. They're just trying to find somebody that Americans can grow up and be like. It is what it is.
He's Michael Jordan, and then you don't make it. Oh, never mind. He's not Jordan. I thought he was. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like you said it. Like you made the narrative up. Like it's ain't something we just made up. You know what I mean? But nah, man. Listen, bro. I'm with you. Let's just go. Let's just play it. Let's play the games. Let it happen, man. Let it be. If it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and constantly be watching and praying and hoping that the dude get MVP, man. If it happens, it happens, man. I just let's go get this championship. But I'm telling you, if the season starts off the way we think it can start off, then he will be the odds-on favorite to win MVP. It's just about how they start the season off, y'all.
If they
know that every year they start out slow, then they take off in the second half, and then people hold that against them every year. So
if we play on the pace that we played last year after the trade deadline, we're fine. That's it.
Yes.
If we continue that season from what we did after the trade deadline, we'll be perfectly fine. Luka win MVP.
Yep, I agree. All right, man. Speaking of Ant Edwards, man.
This you.
Oh. Let's put this up here, man. Yo, boy, your favorite player in the league. This is what he had to say, man. He says, they say it was tough back then than it is now. But I don't think anybody had skills back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill. So that's why when they saw Kobe, they were like, oh, my God. But now everybody has skill. Go ahead, King. What you got, man?
I don't really have much. This is one of those times where we talk about, you keep your hot takes to yourself. especially if you don't watch. I definitely I've been watching the game long enough. Anthony Edwards was drafted. What was that? 2021, 2020, 2021?
No, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Remember, he was part of that. Yep.
Guys, so I remember Anthony Edwards out of the draft saying he did not watch basketball.
Yep.
Yep. That was one of the major things as far as the knocks against him. Does he really take it seriously and all? Because he's not a fan of the game. He just plays the game. Okay. If that's the case, why? I know he's over there loving KD right now, and they're having their little, older brother, younger bro, little moments and all that.
Little bromance over there.
Yeah, their little bromance. Their little Kyrie. He's taking Kyrie's spot, basically.
Gotcha.
But that's what Ant's doing over there right now. But for him to talk that foolishness, bro. Like, I tell the folks I watched today, I was watching some guy. I can't remember. I wish I'd saved. I watched so many videos.
You sound like me now.
Yeah, but the guy was ranking the odds on favorite to make the Hall of Fame. He had different levels, like first ballot, then it was Hall of Fame, it was on the cusp or whatever, and then on the right track, and then on the wrong track. And I think he had Zion as far as on the right track, but he wasn't cusp yet. He wasn't there. And I'm like, bro, do people understand how good Charles Barkley was back in the day? That if Zion career ended if it ended up being Charles Barkley's, it would be a success. He would love that. If the way his career is right now, the guys had skill. People always say, well, the guys wouldn't do this in this day and all. Yeah, you would. Them great guys, you give them a game plan and you tell them to play. It's about a role. Like we always say, guys play their roles. You have a bunch of talent in the league and guys play roles. The NBA changes the way it guys play the game, the way the rules change and all that stuff. So now guys shoot a bunch of threes. We watch a bunch of We Talk Hoop Goats, cheap plug to us. We watch the power forward make a bunch of mid-range. We watch Charles Oakley give a bunch of middies as far as 18-footers and all that type of stuff over and over again. There's so many power forwards in the league that can't do that today.
Yep.
That can't shoot an 18-footer and knock it
down.
Remember,
it wasn't just him. Remember, it was Theo Radcliffe. It was Dale Davis.
Sean Kemp, we watched do that.
We watched him do that. Yeah,
players do that. Was Antonio Davis was doing it? All kind of
players. Who did I say? I said, Dale, my bad. Antonio Davis.
Right. Yeah, all those kind of players were doing that type of stuff, and players can't do it. It's just that the game has changed. I don't know why he thinks guys don't have skill. Bro, Charles Barkley would cook in this league today. Your guy Reggie Miller would cook in the league today. It's just a revolution, bro. And with I guess age and years, technology, and obviously things will advance. So you're going to get guys that can do a little bit more. Guys evolve. It does happen where you can do more. But I tell you, the game of basketball isn't really about athleticism. It's what's in between. I always tell you, between your ears and all that. And I don't care what they say. I will stand by it till this day. I think guys in older eras had higher IQs than guys today because of what they asked the guys to do back in the day. Because of guys having to change their game so much to be that type of guy. Now you just find a guy. You just want to find a guy that has a certain skill set and just plug him in. Like you say, it's just plug and play now. That's all the NBA is now, plug and play. And that takes nothing away from the newer generation. These guys are skilled. They're awesome. They're raw. They're athletic. That's what I think the term is. I think guys should stop saying that the older generation isn't skilled. These guys are just athletic and more just naturally athletic, I guess, than the older guys, maybe you can say. But as far as skill, bro, Anthony Edwards got to stop there, bro. I can name a bunch of guys more skilled than him.
Yeah.
Just more skilled than him. He's athletic as hell, but there's a lot of guys I can name more skilled than Anthony Edwards.
Bro, I want you to go back and look at that tweet and look at the comment section, bro.
I can believe it.
They cooking them. Listen, bro, I'm going to say something here, man. Shout out to Damon because he had made a comment on Twitter and I answered and I said something under his tweet. He talked about, he's so here talking for a guy who don't got championship. It's not even about that, bro. It's not even about that. This is why me and you started the, We Talk Hoops Legends, bro, right? Or Hoops Goats. That's why we started it. Because there's a lot of misconception about the game of yesteryears, bro. There's a lot of misconception. People don't do research and stuff for themselves. They listen to other people and just regurgitate that. Okay, yeah, that sound about right. I'm just gonna keep saying that, whatever they said, and it be flat out wrong. You made a great point. Cause I was gonna say this in my little rant here. Anthony Edwards has said on the day he got drafted, he didn't watch the games like that. The way I'm able to watch these games today, you know why I did that? is because the games of yesteryears helped shape my understanding of the game today.
Yep.
That's why. Growing up watching, like you said, the Barkleys, the Ewings, the Hakeems, the Shaqs, the Kobe's, the Jordans, the Pennies, the Grant Hills. The hell, we talking about Terry Cummins. You know what I'm saying? Sam Sleepy Perkins, Detlef Shrimp. Like we stay naming all these guys out, bro. Which is why also too I like those channels like Basketball Time Machine. I like watching Wilson's channel because these guys highlight those times, man. Because people think automatically that the league didn't start until these young players got to the league.
Yeah.
Like the league was never around. Like, oh my God, this is when it happened. Like, no, bro. If you actually take the time and be a student of the game, you can I'm telling y'all, if you're a student of the game, I'm guaranteeing you that would help you understand the game a lot more. And you wouldn't hear some of the idiotic stuff that you hear from people say now because you have an understanding of how the game is. And you got people who don't do that. Like I said, we live in a hot take society. Hot take. Like I said, you got this whole fad that's going on online now. Are we done with the 90s? Like when you listen to people like that who don't have an understanding of what the hell they're talking about, you're just gonna take that in and say, "Yep, that's it right there." Jordan ain't got to live. What the hell are you talking about? Like that's type of stuff I be talking about, bro. Like I remember,
like
who was it? What we sound like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it, bro? It might have been Kobe. I think Kobe said this before, and I also remember Dame Lillard said this. Carmelo kind of touched on this too. He said Dame kind of brought this up, and he was saying that. I remember, matter of fact, Dame had was on a podcast, and he talked about this. He said, "Man, he said the younger generation today don't really love the game.
Yep.
They don't really study the game." He said, "Man, they want to go play video games and all this old stuff. You already got all the answers already now. That's what you want. You want to go sit around and play video games, not do anything else, party and all that stuff." He said, "Man, you know what I'm doing? I'm at my hotel. I said he out of town for a game. I'm in my hotel room just watching film. Watching these players. Hey, man, what's this guy tendency? What's this guy tendency? What he like to do? What he don't like to do? Hey, if he guards me, what kind of counter can I throw out?" Kobe used to say the same thing. Kobe used to watch the Wilt Chamberlains and stuff like that, the Moses Malones. He talked about this stuff.
Hakeem Olajuwon, bro.
Hakeem Olajuwon went and worked out with Hakeem Olajuwon to learn his footwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, he picking Jordan's brain in the middle of a game.
Yep.
Right? And this is why he's one of the greatest players of all time. It's like you don't have all the answers when you come in, bro. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, how'd you succeed? How'd you become one of the greats? Oh, you did that, huh? Oh, okay. Let me take a little piece of that and put it in my game. Hey, how'd you do that? Go ahead.
But this is going to say, didn't Giannis recently go work out with like Hakeem Olajuwon? If that's the case, why are these folks still working out with Hakeem Olajuwon?
He don't have no skills. I don't know why they're working with him for. So, you know,
I still don't think it's the center position not as skilled as it was in the 90s to this day.
Nope. Listen, me and you watch videos of Patrick Ewing and David Robinson and them shooting elbow 15-footers, bro.
We watched Kevin Johnson, bro. Kevin Johnson was a beast. Like we said, one of the underrated players that what ifs and all that stuff. I told you, it's full circle, bro. It's always full circle. You can compare damn near every player today to a player in the past. We done talked about even Victor Wembanyama, Ralph Sampson, bro. Like this has happened before. It just was a what if because of injuries and all. This has happened before. Let me ask you this, like right at this moment, this current moment, we don't know how far he's going to go in his career and all that stuff. Is Anthony Edwards more skilled than Vince Carter?
Nope.
Okay. All right. What are we talking about here then, bro? Like, and Vince Carter's a what if, like he didn't care as much, supposedly, to be like a Kobe Bryant. So,
hey, he was one carry away from being one like a Kobe or a T-Mac or somebody.
Hey, man, I told you that if he beats Allen Iverson in that playoff series, things probably different in Toronto in that second round series. But Vince
if T-Mac had to stay with Vince.
Bro, is Anthony Edwards more skilled than T-Mac right now?
Nope.
You remember T-Mac at 22? Do people forget?
I mean, he is Jordan, King. He's Jordan. He's Jordan Jr., so of course he's more skilled.
Do people forget that T-Mac was like leading the league in scoring by 22?
You said 30 points a game? No, I'm sorry, it was 32. He was 32, my bad.
Do they forget? They forget about T-Mac doing that. They forget Tracy McGrady played in the league beside Kobe Bryant. Didn't win a championship, didn't win a playoff series, but Kobe Bryant would yell, "A dude."
Yeah. Teammate with that dude. Matter of fact, who they compare Kevin Durant to when he came out of college?
T-Mac. Who they compare Michael Porter Jr. to?
T-Mac.
That's wild, but bro, they had players like got guys like Stephon Marbury who was skilled.
Penny wasn't skilled.
Penny wasn't skilled. There's a lot of guys, but like I say, it's basically the same. You see the same player, they just come around again. Usually somebody's game shows up again, and you like, there it is again. It's what ifs that become Brandon Roy's that end up you see again, and you be like, damn, he was like Damian Lillard now, kind of like a Brandon Roy a little bit. You feel me? Like it is.
Matter of fact, I told you before. That's why I think Devin Booker remind me of. He remind me of Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy, you feel me? Like you see somebody else's game, and you like, okay, that's like, come on, man. We had Ray Allen in his prime, bro, from Milwaukee to Seattle. We're talking about that guy. Him over there with Rashard Lewis, a 6'11" guy that was able to drop 50 when you shooting threes and all that kind of stuff. Come on,
put the ball on the floor.
Come on, imagine him in this day and age.
Talking about stretch 4s and 5s. We were still talking about a game with Sam Perkins being able to shoot threes.
If Rashard Lewis was in his day and age, I think he could be better. He could be better than Lauri Markkanen. No disrespect to Lauri. That's no disrespect to Lauri Markkanen.
We almost had Rashard Lewis, bro.
Rashard Lewis a better defender than Lauri Markkanen was, and yes, he shoot the ball. He smooth. Like Rashard Lewis had game, bro. One of the original Splash Brothers with Ray Allen.
With Ray Allen, yeah, when he played in Seattle.
Bro, like I'm tired of this. The disrespect. And like you said, Anthony Edwards just not want to do that, especially when you said you weren't even.
You don't watch the games.
Yeah, like so. Come on with that bromance for Kevin Durant. Like it's okay, man. Like I know KD want to be a GOAT. It's okay, KD.
This a thing too. This is why you always hear me. This is why I always hate on like a ESPN and all them. Because Anthony Edwards doing exactly what I criticize ESPN them for doing. Like if you're not watching, how do you have this definitive take if you yourself said you didn't watch? How do you have this definitive take of these players that you didn't watch? Like I don't understand it, bro.
On the offensive side of the ball, is Anthony Edwards more skilled than Dirk?
No.
Okay. On the offensive side of the ball, do you think Anthony Edwards was more skilled than Kevin Garnett already?
No. Do you think he's more skilled than Steve Nash on his offensive side?
No.
Exactly,
man. So I don't even know Anthony Edwards. I just gave you Stephon Marbury, and Stephon Marbury like left and became a legend overseas. But Stephon was kicking, was dominant over here, was doing his duty. So I don't know, bro. Like it's I don't know. Come on, man, bro. And you ain't there yet. Like, why you ain't on the top 3 for that MVP list right now? That's what you should be. That's what you should be worried about.
Everybody too skilled.
Yeah, everybody's so skilled and all that. But where are you? Where are you, Captain America? They talking about the next Olympics and worrying about it because the big 3 not going to be there. And it's like, but we got Captain America though. We shouldn't be worried. They talking about, it's just players that just keep coming and getting on the top 5. And Anthony Edwards supposed to be there. And I love Anthony Edwards, but they talking about Wemby supposed to take that leap again this year. So if he going to jump in the top 5 allegedly, then how Anthony Edwards going to jump in it?
Just too skilled, man. Too skilled.
Now, is Anthony Edwards more skilled than Jamal Murray offensively?
God dang.
Not to be rude.
I'll go say something about Jamal Murray, but never mind.
Jamal Murray, but bro, it's skill. I understand the skill level. Guys in the NBA got skill. I don't know why. Maybe Anthony Edwards doesn't think other guys in the NBA that play roles had skill back in the day. Like no,
he's only listening to folks. Like I said, he's in that era of kids who did not watch the games and aren't trying to learn the game. And they listen to what everybody else says, bro. Like how many times you heard misinformation being told out there, and you heard folks regurgitate something that you heard a million other people saying that's completely wrong. That's exactly what he's doing, bro. That's exactly what he's doing.
Dennis Rodman never made an All-Star game with the Chicago Bulls. Guess he didn't have skill. Ron Harper, wasn't an All-Star.
Oh my God.
When he played for the Bulls, he wasn't even scoring a bunch.
Hey, if you say he ain't skilled, then you ain't watched the games, bro.
Tony Kukoc, I guess. Before they was letting European guys go do what they were supposed to do, and he had to play more of a role instead of go out there and try to. Jordan and Scottie Pippen singled him out in the Olympics and all that. That's how good he was. But I guess he didn't have skill. So I don't know, bro. I can go through every skill. it's more guys like Jordan. That's part of Jordan. It's he hurt the league in a way, bro. Like without guys getting championships and just Michael Jordan, they think that the league. It's the LeBron James effect. I love Bron, but it's trying to make the newer generation higher than they maybe really are because you downplay Jordan's like era by making it like, bro, there were guys that were in LeBron's era that played in Jordan era. Talk to Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett played against Jordan. Kevin Garnett says he was Black Jesus when he's playing against him, and he played against guys.
Tim, I was watching basketball Time Machine the other day, and he put a 45-minute clip of all these different legends and players and stuff talking and coaches and stuff talking about Jordan. And they had that one clip, bro, with T-Mac saying, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He walked around that corner. I swear I saw a glow."
Bro, that's what they say.
I swear I saw a glow.
Ray Allen played against Michael Jordan. He says, "Yo, Mike was that dude." Kevin Garnett, like we said, all these dudes played against Michael Jordan.
Who did Kobe emulate his game after?
Kobe Bryant. Like all these dudes played against Mike. Shaquille O'Neal played. Shaquille O'Neal played with Penny. He played against Mike. Played with Kobe and with LeBron James, and he still says Michael Jordan the best one. Come on, bro. And he the one person that beat Mike in the 90s. As far as got a series victory on him. They gotta stop playing, man. They gotta stop playing. Like I told them, they don't respect. It's the play. It's the disrespect on the era, bro.
You telling me Orlando Shaq didn't have no skill, bro?
He didn't have skill. Sean Kemp, we just said, bro. Sean Kemp was a beast. He didn't have no skill because he didn't win a ring. You feel me? If that's the case, James Harden don't got no skill. Russell Westbrook don't got no skill. Anthony Edwards don't have no skill.
PG ain't got no skill either, bro.
That's what Paul George don't have no skill. That's the case. We're gonna go down the line of all these dudes that been in the league. I mean, guys like Danny Granger didn't have skill, I guess, when he was in the league. Michael Redd didn't have skill. You feel me? Any of these guys don't have skill because I don't know what we going off of, bro. Mark Price is back in the day. I can go through lineups of teams and we be like, man, this dude is. We got guys like Josh Green on our team. We had no knock to Josh Green, but we just watched the Raptors game with the Junkyard Dog on it. You feel me? That's the definition of a hustler. A guy you like, you out there going, like we said, Naharaz and stuff like that. We like, man, they the guys where you like, yeah, go get that guy. He can do that role. It's ridiculous, bro. It's just downplaying the former like eras to try to uplift this era, and I do not like it because Jordan was just dominant. Like, call it what it is. Stop trying to downplay his dominance. That the guy doesn't lose in championships. When he gets the taste of a championship, it's his.
Undefeated,
like,
bro.
It's over. So it just is what it is. That guy couldn't be stopped. I remember
we're not talking about just finals either. We're talking about Olympics. We're talking about college.
I told you when I remember growing up watching Michael Jordan, it was like this dude wasn't supposed to lose. That's how I felt. Like,
yeah,
like,
it was so he was so good, bro. When he did lose, you were shocked.
Yep. And once they started winning, they were winning like damn near 60 games every year. So it was still like Jordan and them were going to win. Like it was just that simple. Like when Jordan loses, it's like, whoa, what happened? That's how I felt about Michael Jordan. LeBron now, it's been times I've seen situations where it's like, it's just not that same aura. And like I said, I love LeBron. It's just not that same. He played against the Warriors. You're like, man, they might lose. Even when he played against San Antonio, it was up and down series where you like, man, that's the other team and dunking. I mean, when Michael played, he was so much the best player that you just felt like he was so good that it didn't matter who else was on his team. This dude was just so good. You got somebody on the other team, he's going to erase you. Your guy is gone. You cannot compete with Michael Jordan. You just can't do it. Charles Barkley had a great finals using his name again against Mike. Mike just killed him. Like Mike went to average like 40. While Charles averaged
the Suns that year had a better record than the Bulls.
Yep. And Mike just went and averaged 40 in the finals against him because Charles Barkley got the MVP and all and said, hey, let me just show you something because I'm that competitive.
And they beat them in the All-Star game that year, remember?
I remember always show you. Like Jordan always – I don't think Jordan – bro, I don't understand it. It's hard to put it into words, but Jordan he was never scared. That's how it felt. Like it felt like he just knew, bro. Like if I had to, I'm going to win this. I'm going to win. And I can tell you they've got the history and the conversations and the trash talk. Like
bro, this man struck fear in grown men, bro.
Yeah.
Shaq is the biggest dude on the planet, and even he'll tell you, man, when I played him, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's on both sides of the floor. Like the amount of fear he instilled on you because of his offense and his defense, bro. He would average like 30-something points a game, and the team would average 80-something, like damn near 90 as a team. Come on,
10-time leading scorer in the league, 10-time leading scorer, 9-time defensive player of the year. I'm sorry, 9-time defensive team.
5-time MVP, right? 6 times Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like it's so difficult to try to like mess with that record. It's just so unblemished that you just gotta find ways that it's difficult, bro. Like
there's no way in the world this man been undefeated in these championship games he did his whole life. Like what are we talking about, bro?
Bro, there's between him, Wayne Gretzky, probably it's probably the largest margin where like, yo, it's just.
Would you put Tom Brady in there?
No, I was thinking about Tom Brady, but one, I watched Tom Brady with forever. People still try to say Joe Montana was better than Tom. Mm-hmm. And now I'm watching another guy that's in the league doing what he's doing and winning championships at a faster rate that peak may be better than Tom Brady. So that makes sense. It's going to always be a conversation around like Tom going to get the rings, but like don't Pat got 3 of them already, or we got 2 or 3 already? Like, and he's still in his 20s. Like that is Pat Mahomes arguably better than Joe Montana already. You feel me? Like his resume. So if that's the case,
hey, he get one more, then he definitely have a conversation for sure. Yeah.
There's a conversation right now based off the speed. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like Luka if he'd have won quick. It's like once you start winning quick, it's like hold up, this dude winning early. You put him as a starter and he's basically a champion. Like that's the way it is. So that's why the argument with Tom Brady I don't think is as far. Like Tom Brady, I still think can be caught. Because I don't even think Pat got to get 7 to beat Tom because of the numbers. It's like Pat Mahomes is like, he is football right now. It is what it is. I'm not a football dude, but it is what it is. But Jordan, LeBron is messing with him with legacy numbers, but Jordan is I think by far, you can't catch him. You got to start doing stuff that didn't exist yet. And that's the issue with LeBron. And then Wayne Gretzky is just Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, like you said, it ain't just like the numbers and stuff with Jordan. It's just like you said, it's a presence, it's an aura. Like this dude was the league. You know how you asked me the other day who was the second best player behind Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was so good that nobody talked about a second best player. I've never heard anybody bring up second best player in the league when Jordan was playing. It was Jordan and everybody else. That's how good Jordan was. This is the only time where I can sit here and say, now it's only more recent, probably halfway through LeBron's career where folks start talking about who the first, second, third, and fourth. I didn't hear that growing up with Jordan. It was Jordan and everybody else.
And the only time you started hearing it was towards the end where Hakeem finally won. And it was starting to see some stuff. But other than that,
and it wasn't even like a strong conversation. It was just like, okay, look, Hakeem had his moment. Okay, forget Hakeem again. We're back on Jordan now.
Because people still thought if Jordan was there, he'd have beat him. Hakeem kind of got it's weird. He got amazing championships. They kind of got asterisks on him. Because it's like
listen, I'm not mad at Hakeem what he did at the time was, but I'm not mad at Hakeem what he did. You take advantage of that.
Yeah, you should. That's
you don't think Charles Bucket would try to wish they got that back where they can try to get it in?
Don't we talk about the bubble all the time? Don't you want the bubble championship? I'd have took that one.
Listen, I would have took it. Yeah, I'll take it. Not now. But right now, I'm telling you, I would have did. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it. Houston, Hakeem only got his, but Jordan is just, bro, I read something saying, this is ridiculous, that between Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Steph Curry, they made $310 million last year between their contracts and their like endorsements. And Michael made 320 off of Jordan's alone, bro. That's
some of that money might be my money.
Why don't they just retro Jordans and why don't they just make their retro line like the next player's lines? You feel what I'm saying? Like run it back with somebody as just a retro there. Like if that's the way Jordan sells, like just do Jordan 1 through whatever again as
because I'm with you, bro. If I looked at say if I looked at the numbers, I'm guaranteeing you them Jordan what number they on 30. 39, 40, whatever it is, something like that. Like, I bet you those ain't nowhere near any retro that Jordan dropped. No. Like, Jordan dropped the ones in 25 different colors and 25 in all 3 sizes, bro. as far as highs, mids, and lows. And I'm guaranteeing you those still outsell whatever like Team Jordan, not the retro Team Jordan, I'm like the newer Team Jordans or the
Anybody.
like
Jason
the more,
Tatum,
the more
Luka,
generic, Luka Allen, like the more
anybody.
generic ones, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it'll probably make more money, bro. But
That's
because when you think of Jordan, what you think of? You don't think of them generic Jordans you buy from you.
That's why I didn't want Luka to go to Jordan in the first place, because
same
retro Jordan line is what it is. But I would have ran, like I said, I'd have ran the first year. I'd have ran the Jordan 1s and my PEs. I'd have just ran PE Jordans over and over if I'm on Jordan line. But other than that, like I said, I wouldn't have joined Jordan. But
hey, at least his Jordans look like, you know, his actual different shoe. Because if he wore Nike, he probably would have been looking like the Sabrinas and the PGs and the Jais and all that. Yeah, all
like
that shoes look alike.
They trying to get Kobe back, bro. That's what they trying to do. Somebody was saying they do the same thing with Kobe. They were saying that Vanessa should do a team Kobe.
But she kind of, they do kind of have a team Kobe. It's like a what you call that, bro? I got a pair. I got some white ones, white and gray ones. Like Mamba Rages or something like that. It's kind of like the LeBron Witnesses.
Yeah, or the Soldiers.
The Soldiers is what I meant. Dang, what's the name of the thing? I'll look it up later. But yeah, I got some.
They saying get him like a team though, like actually players, since the players love him.
Oh yeah. I thought they did have a team though. I thought they had a team that wore some Kobe's.
I'm not sure. I know LeBron won his. Kobe. I mean Kobe's shoes though, bro. Like his shoes are legendary. It's wild because when Kobe first came out, I was like, man, Kobe shoes, man. Yeah, I remember he's Adidas, the Crazy Eights was all right, but then he had some other shoes. I was like, damn, Kobe, you ugly. And then he went to Nike. I remember he left Adidas. He was like, all right. He started rocking the Hirachis. I love Hirachis. So
some of my favorite, bro.
Yeah, when he wore Hirachis, they was fine. And then he started wearing his Kobe things, and people started wearing them. I feel like folks weren't wearing them as much. And then like late in his career, and around the Achilles tear and all that, that's when the Kobe's, I feel like, really started taking off. It was like, all right, gotta get Kobe's.
I agree.
But that's it, bro. I know we're like off on a tangent and all, but
oh no, we good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and show some love to Playback. Yeah.
I knew you had it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you took it off. I completely forgot. But yeah, listen. You guys can follow us on Playback, man, as we stream all the Dallas Mavericks games. Also, King is doing the wrestling events over there. We do the basketball legend games over there. So you can follow us on all those. It is not We Talk Mavs anymore, guys. It is Glow Sun, all one word, Glow Sun, and then production on Playback. I probably need to make a new drop for that. But yeah, so it's Playback is under Glow Sun Production. So follow us on Glow Sun Production. And yeah, it's completely free, y'all. You can download it wherever you get your apps from and just join us over there. We usually do our basketball legend games on Fridays. So you can join us on Fridays, man, as we watch the games. Last game we watched was it was a wrong game. I don't know why I had the 96 year in my head, but we did the 97 year where the Phoenix Suns played the Seattle Supersonics in the first round. It was Jason Kidd versus Sean Kemp. So
it was Rex Chapman.
I'm sorry, Rex Chapman
versus Gary Payton.
Yeah. Versus Wingard. And I don't know how many minutes Wingard played in that game, but he was on that 96 team too.
Sean Kemp was like 4-17.
You talking about his vertical?
Something like that. Yeah,
they hurt my heart seeing that, bro. We should have just not showed that game at all, bro. Just erase it out of our memory. I didn't want to. I mean, I remember when everybody remember when he was, out of shape or whatever. But seeing it like that, bro, as it was happening, like, nah, I shouldn't have watched this game, bro. Now you didn't kind of
Tracy McGrady played with Sean Kemp and Patrick Ewing, bro. That's wild. In Orlando.
Oh, he sure did. Yeah. And when he left Orlando, he was gonna come to Dallas. I remember Mark Cuban was gonna sign him, but that's when that was his last try, man, and he ended up retiring, I think, after that. But yeah, man, you ready to get to the Glow Yard?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, let's do it. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or any comments addressing me and King here, we ask that you hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comment. And we ask you to be respectful in the comment section, of course. And if any super chats come in, we'll address those first. And King, no super chats in right now.
All right.
How are you?
All right. What up, Big J? He's a Glow Yard member. He said, "What up, Relle and King and the fam? What up,
What
Big
up,
J?
man?
Hope everything okay with you and your fam too, Big J, man."
Yeah, I need to hit you up, Big J.
Kareem's a Glow Yard member as well. He says, "Your biggest fan is here. Appreciate you, Kareem." I see you, Daniel Berry, Glow Yard member.
Daniel Berry.
Check out Daniel Berry Sports Highlights.
And y'all go follow Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, man. He definitely got those sports highlights.
Oh, Big J got shots in there. I see. I ain't gonna say Big J got shots at Kareem. But what up, Gucci? Glow Yard member. He says,
Gucci.
King and Rel and Glow Yard family. Good day. What's good or whatever. I'm sorry. King and
What's
Rel
good,
and Glow Yard
Gucci?
family. What up,
Like Gucci ain't been around the world. What's going on, Gucci? You good? You Gucci?
Gucci show up and then leave. Show up and then leave. What up, Ali? He says, "Hi guys, big Luke
What
and
up,
Kai fan, but I really hope they will get ready for JB. That's the only play I'm scared of. Not even Joker, dude on that Avatar water ish. Let's go, Mavs." All right, that was. I ain't gonna get into, bro. He can't learn nothing in the water that he can use. That is, nah, man.
It's just for folks to talk. That's all it is.
Yep,
That's
bro.
all it is, bro. I didn't look at that, bro. Was like, oh my god, this dude is, taking the next step, or he's on that another level now. Like, I didn't look at it like that. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like,
You can't dribble a ball in the water, right?
no.
So he was just palming the ball with one hand in the water while he had a weight in the other hand. He was down there getting it in. He wasn't Roy. Hey, shout out to Jaylen Brown, man. I'm gonna problem with Jaylen Brown, but like, no, that didn't scare me, man. Jaylen Brown still Jaylen Brown at Ali.
Exactly.
What up, TGK? Is a Glow Yard member, the host of the unofficial official Mavs pregame show. Say hi,
What up,
guys.
TGK?
Gina Kim's a Glow Yard member. She says, "Hey, fellas, what up, Gina Kim?
What up?
I heard some Mavs players were practicing together in LA. Klay, Kyrie, and Hardy were the ones I saw named, and maybe PJ. Kai isn't cleared to play fives yet, but I'm happy they're all together. Yeah, trying to win that championship." Daniel says, "What up, fellas? What up, Daniel? I'm excited for the Mavs upcoming season, and I hope that the Mavs do make the finals again, but I got to keep the expectations low. I'm going to root hard for my Mavs. Facts. But I don't make the finals unless we're going to win it all again. I told you that last time, but
yeah, can't go too many 0-4s.
Can't become like the Portland Trailblazers or something like that. You got to.
Oh, you said Buffalo Bills?
I say Jim Kelly, bro. That's wild.
Jim Kelly, yeah.
Jim Kelly would have just won one. He's probably, we're talking about football, probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Just one of those. 4 in a row, bro. You know how different. Oh, that gotta hurt as far as a teammate. D-Star is a Glow Yard member. He says Klay and Kyrie can bring that guidance on what it takes to get back to the finals. Facts. So you said it didn't sign Markieff Morris yet?
I still don't think they're gonna sign Markieff. But like you said, it's kind of redundant, right? Like why would you need Klay, Kyrie, and Markieff?
Yo, they be letting
you got a guy that's got multiple championships on your team now. That's one of your top options.
Why they be letting these players though be on social media and all saying they coming back, and then Nico be like, "No, you're not." He did it to Theo Pinson as well.
He like, I didn't say that. Theo like, yeah, what to give? Remember Gio talking about them jerseys? Yeah, what to do? Wear these jerseys next year?
No, you're not, Theo.
And like, Gio, you're not gonna be wearing that jersey unless you're gonna be buying it from the gift shop.
Oh man. Gina Kim says, "I can't wait to see how Luka looks in Dragic farewell game." Wasn't that today? No, it never happened. Shout out to Greg, man. Greg said he was gonna post it.
Yeah, I think he did post. I think I got an alert for it.
Saying I get to see more hoops. Yeah, Gina Kim. I think Luka was there the other day. I think so. Already.
Well, it might have been today. I think Greg posted it.
Yep, because he posted a little pregame thing, and I like commented on it and all that.
Hey, so Greg might have went.
He did.
Did he go?
He said he was gonna have like inside. He said he's gonna call it insiders information and all that stuff and like highlights and all. So I gotta watch. Definitely check out Greg's court, y'all. So guy. Daniel said there will be some tough parts of the schedule this year, preferably the month of November, where they will be on the road a lot. That's going to be a true test for them, and they have to show resilience. Yes, they should be fine though. Gina says, I feel like they'll have Luka favored until he does something wrong, complains of the usual no defense narratives, then turn on him again, but they'll give it to Embiid to make up for last year. Nah, I really think if tell you the truth, somebody new wins it this year again. It's a new MVP again. I don't think Giannis, unless the only way I can see somebody old winning it again is if Giannis got it again. If somehow somebody like the Bucks
Just also surprise everybody
first in the East again or something like that. That's the only. I don't see Joker getting it again. I don't see Embiid getting it again. Gina Kim says, but to me, it doesn't matter what Luka does. He can start off hot again, and they'll still ignore him. I hate how they kept moving the goalposts, and it will only continue. We gotta like I think Ralph said earlier. Talk on it as well again. We got to start off hot, like winning to back up Luka's stats.
Yes,
to win. It can't be like 50, like we're playing 500 basketball, and it's like, well, he putting up. I know we all can watch the games. They don't watch the games like we do, and we like, well, Luka did all this. There's the only reason we're in the games because of Luka, but that can't happen. We have to start off hot with Luka having the great stats.
Going that, like King said earlier, going that pace that you were projected last year after the trade deadline.
Yep. Gina Kim said off topic, but have y'all seen Zion recently? Yeah, he said he's down to like 275 now.
Oh, I haven't seen him. So
said first. No, he was then. He said the first time been 275 since Duke.
Oh man. So
he don't. Well, he got to now. He had that point. He had that threshold now. Where they got stuff in his contract and all that. Like, he has to. New Orleans at that point right now. Big J says, so you are saying Ant is ignorant of the history of the game he plays? He sounds like a casual.
I'm just saying, Big J.
I'm going to read this. He didn't put WTM, but I want to read this. WG Agency said there is some truth to Ant's statement. It's like the QB position in the NFL. So I see what you're saying, WG, but I want to piggyback on that. There were quarterbacks back in the day that could run the ball too. It's just that the league back in the day didn't allow them because they told her the position. I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
I'll name them off. Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham,
Cordell Stewart.
Yeah.
It was dudes that could do it. It was just that the
Steve McNair.
When they tried to run, Steve, what's the dude? It's my guy for 49ers after Steve Young. Steve Young. But the issue was they said that it was a tradition of the way the quarterback was supposed to play. So they would stop guys from running. Shout out to Michael Vick. They would stop guys from doing the stuff they did and say, hey, you got to figure out how to be a traditional pocket quarterback or you're not going to last and all that. So the game has evolved. It's not that players couldn't do it. It's just that you weren't allowed to do it back then.
Exactly. It's just like running backs back then carried the ball more.
Yeah.
That's why you saw guys like Emmitt Smith and them being lead running backs till they were 35.
Our running back
threshold at 30 now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
skilled? Are they less skilled now? Is that the issue?
Exactly.
Or that's just the ball more.
And none of them are going to touch the records that those running backs back in the day had.
That's what you just throw the ball more though. The game is now you don't to get more points and more possessions, and that's what the NFL does now. Now the running back isn't needed as much, so it's not that guys aren't as skilled. It's just you don't need to do it. The game has evolved.
Exactly.
Shout out Larry too from the Dixon Way, y'all. Make sure you shout.
What up, Larry?
Dixon Way for everything Atlanta related, sports related. He also does some geek related stuff. He was shouting on Cuz We Geek. Who was the last episode still right, bro? Got out. Am I out?
No, I think it was the weekend before last. We're gonna probably get him back on here. We got to talk some Star Wars stuff, Larry. Think we lost King. Or was it me? Comment section. Is it me or is it King? Who do we lose? Oh, lost King. Okay. Oh, I guess it is King. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's coming back slowly but surely. Okay, while it's loading, Larry says the younger generation confuses skill with athletic ability. They also never take in consideration of the rule changes because they never saw it live, only in bad quality on YouTube. You know what, Larry? It's funny you said that, because when we do our legend games, man, the quality is kind of bad. I know a lot of the younger people who follow us and watch the games with us kind of complain about that. But yeah, but still, no, you're a million percent right, Larry. Per usual, you're a million percent right, bro. A lot of the rule changes hindered a lot of what those guys back then could do. And like King said, the game has evolved. We weren't asking centers to shoot threes back in the 90s. The centers were in the post. You ran a lot of your offense inside out. So the center dictated how the offense ran, as far as you went through them first. Point guard set them up. They dictated depending on what the defense was playing. As far as like, hey, if it's a double team, if it's somebody a trap, he kick it out for somebody for a three, or he kick it out to a driver to a backdoor cutter on across the lane or whatever, right? And so that's why we say, man, like, it's not about the skill. You're right, it's not about skill. It's about how the game evolved. And just because you're athletic doesn't mean that you're skilled. Because we can name a bunch of players, man, that are athletic that weren't skilled, right? And so that's why I say, man, like, you gotta like stop listening to people and just see it for yourself. Watch it for yourself. And that's one of the main reasons why me and King do what we do, as far as having a Legends basketball game, man, to give those younger folks a chance to actually sit and watch those games as we're sitting there talking to them about the game, bro. So that way they get a better understanding and not just take what they heard somebody on Twitter or something, like they say, take their word for it or whatever. I don't know where King is. Oh, here he is. Daniel, he says, I have came up with nicknames for the new guys at Klay Thompson, Killer Klay, Quentin Grimes, Grime Tom, Najee Marshall, Najee the Fire Marshal, Kessler Walker equals the gesture. Okay. Hopefully, that sticks with everybody, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Think King having some technical difficulty, y'all. Let me see. Gina says, I feel like the NBA right now is more of an entertainment than the game itself. All the people want to do is bet, solo stand, and watch dunks and threes. Not too many people care about the game as much, in my opinion. Gina, listen, I a gajillion percent agree. I've told King this before. I think I told my wife this. For the longest, man, I used to watch like all the games, college and pros. I loved basketball. I love basketball. It's my favorite sport, right? But as far as the game of the NBA game, it's not the same. With college, I kind of fell out of love with college because a lot of these players. I'm not saying like don't go to the league after your first year. I'm not saying that. It's just that I can't grow attached to these players in college the same way I did back in the day. We can name a bunch of historic basketball teams in college because these players stayed 2 or 3 years in the league, right? We don't have that no more. A lot of these kids are one and done, or they go into these other programs like overtime or something like that, and then they go to the league. So you can't get that same type of connection with those players like you used to do back in the day, right? And so with the NBA, I told King this all the time. I said it's to the point now. I've narrowed my views of basketball down to the Mavericks, and that's it. I don't watch a lot of other teams like that, man. I rarely watch them. Like I might watch a Atlanta game or something because Damon have said something, and I want to see for myself what they've been talking about for a certain player or the Knicks or something. I might watch it because if I'm gonna go on Freezy's show that night or something, I want to know what I'm talking about if I jump on this show. But for me, as a fan of the game, I'm just not a fan of the NBA the same way I was when I was younger. This is how it is for me. And like I said, I just don't love the game the same way I used to. But I'll watch the Mavs and that's be it for me. It's not the same that it used to be for me back in the day.
Bro, I was watching. I don't know what was just happening. The chat was updating, but I couldn't say nothing. I saw Kareem saying like R.I.P. King and all that. I'm like, what's going on? I can't.
Yeah, you had froze and then just disappeared. Okay, first I thought it was me, and I was like, no, it can't be me.
I was messaging you. I was like, did you get kicked? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Again? What? It almost happened again. You froze again for a second.
Oh, I froze. Oh, because you was about to get kicked.
Yeah, I was about to get kicked. All right, I can click. You want me to go ahead to the next one?
Yeah. Oh, you want to answer that? Or you good?
I don't know what's going on.
No, you good. I go say you want to answer that question? Or you good? Uh-oh.
All right, I'm back again. I don't know what's going on.
Nah, you good on my end.
All right, okay. It showed me freezing on yours. Okay. Let me go to Johnny B. What up,
I'll say
Johnny?
you want to answer. You want to answer
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jenny Kim question?
I ain't know. I'm sorry. I ain't even read it. I thought you were answering it. She said, I feel like the NBA right now is more for entertainment than the game itself. All people want to do is bet, solo stand, and watch dunks and threes. Not too many people care about the game as much, in my opinion. Facts, Jenny Kim. I mean,
That's what I said. That's what I said. Facts.
People care more about individual players now, so they get recognition than teams. So they don't understand what real team making really is. That's how I feel.
You think that's probably why the NFL is sticking to the concept of team over independent individual players?
So when I was watching NFL growing up, there were a lot of players I never knew how they looked or how they sound because they have a helmet on all the time. So it's not about like the players as much. You just know the numbers, really, like on the team, like 55 or whatever it was. So that's really what the NFL. So I think they'll always be okay with that one. But as far as the NBA, like you see certain players only 5-on-5. It usually is one standout player on the floor, and you can see their face. So and they usually talk to all the time and all. So it is what it is, bro. It's the grumpy old man feeling of being an older NBA fan. Like you see the game change, and it's gonna be things you like and things you don't like.
I just feel like the further we move away, though, man, we move further away from the purity of the game.
We do, but it's at the same time you make a new game. You feel me? Like,
well, I'm talking about as far as like then you start getting more and more of these comments like Anthony Edwards. It's like you're stepping away from what got you to that point. Like if you, I'm guaranteeing if Anthony Edwards stopped and took some time to go watch a Clyde Drexler tape, study his moves, study Hakeem Olajuwon's footwork, that he might be better off as a player and might be able to get over the hump with some of the stuff that he actually learned from the older players.
You know, true, not discrediting you, but you know, back in the day, like you said, when guys said Dr. J and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and them were great, people were mad from back in Elgin Baylor in them time. You feel me? And they were like, hell no, like them guys can't beat our guys and all that. So it's just new, bro. Like it's gonna always be that way. I feel like it's just gonna always be the next era trying to discredit the previous era. I wish it wasn't. It's not like that. It's like that in basketball. I feel like more than any other sport.
And I feel, but see, the thing is too, like I said, watching these other channels like basketball hot tub time machine, basketball time machine, you heard a lot of the players that you grew up watching giving props to the older generation. You heard Jordan say that all the time. Like when people say, "Are you the GOAT?" and he's like, "No, I can't forget about the Elgin Baylors, the Kareems, the Dr. J's and stuff like that." You always heard, like you heard Clyde Drexler say, like, "Yo, I have to give props to Will Chamberlain." Like you hear these older guys say that stuff, man. And like I don't hear as much of that as back then. But I guess also too, they didn't have social media, so it's like all you had to do was watch the games, right?
It's the older generation too, though, bro. It's that's what I'm saying. So this is my thing. In any sport you have, any sort of entertainment or anything you have, the best players should always be upcoming. Like that should be, the sport is growing if your best player is upcoming or your best, you feel me? Like in football, there should be somebody that's the best coming up. And people from the past should be okay with passing the torch. That's how you keep the game moving. It's the gift and the curse of Michael Jordan, because once we got to Michael Jordan, like I said, it became there's no way to be better than Michael Jordan. And part of the old, like those guys from back in the day, like we say Shaq and all them, they kind of downplay LeBron in them. Not saying it don't matter about how you feel about LeBron if he's not the best, if he's not one of the best, whatever. It's just the way they talk about the new generation. You always hear Paul Pierce and them talk about this generation is soft and all that. The way they play the game, they always downplay it and say like they would be better than the new generation. There's no other sport, I feel like, where people from the past do that to the future other than basketball, bro. And I think it's because of Michael Jordan, what happened with him.
I 1,000,000% agree. I'm definitely not arguing that, because we talked about that on the show before. We talked about that mindset of nothing's going to be better than this, right? We always talk about that too. But at the same time, we talked about the JJ Redicks and them down talking and acting like the older generation didn't do anything at all. It's like these guys paved the way. JJ Redick, you're pretty much an upgraded version of Tim Legler.
if somebody told you were trash, even if you weren't trash, wouldn't you want to defend yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you got to think about it that way. JJ Redick defending his era. Them guys from back in the day be talking about they trash now and they don't play the game right and all that. So JJ, it's not right. Like I said, I can see, but it's not
like I
right.
said, no, you're right. You're 100% right. Like I said, like it does go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole entire movement online. Are we done with the 90s?
That's foolish.
Like we don't have we're done with the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Like we have that. As I said, it started with the disrespect of these older players, man, that paved the way for you now.
But we will though. Say if Wemby becomes this phenom or Luka or whatever, they gonna say we done with LeBron. You feel what I'm saying? Already trying to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen again. And it'd be people that go in on LeBron, and I'm like, bro, but Luka, that's his favorite American player, supposedly. But never mind, that's a whole different conversation. Johnny B's a Glow Yard member as well. What up, Johnny B? He says PG 13 is a T-Mac carbon copy. Not quite. He's in there though. Yes, if you tore the first page off, yes, you're right. PG would be that carbon copy, but he's not T-Mac though. I see what he's saying. They're in the same. I see what
he's saying, bro. I see what he's saying.
He T-Mac is skillful and can do a whole bunch, but PG can't score like T-Mac, bro.
And T-Mac was a killer too, man.
Yeah, PG probably better. So T-Mac was a beast defensively when he first came into the league, but then he went away from his defense. PG is better all around as far as career-wise defensively than T-Mac. But T-Mac on that scoring tip, bro. Like I said, like 22, T-Mac was leading the league in scoring. Like 30-something a game. T-Mac
32 a game.
Yeah.
In Orlando, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Don says, do either one of you guys believe OKC is better than Dallas right now? No.
Nope.
Gina said Ant got some improvements to make before he's up there with the most skilled players. We'll see as he grows, but right now he might be top 15, 20 most skilled players in the league today. Oh yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he might be. I had to sit and think. Jenny can't be making them questions. I don't want to say this.
Who's your top 15? Yeah. Like, God dang, Gina. Like,
Big J.
At 1:00 in the morning, she wants you to just had these off the top of your head. Like, come on, King. Who is it? Like,
Big J says MJ is the GOAT, the most complete player ever. I told you, I go back and forth with that, man. He is the GOAT. So he's not. There's no saying he's the GOAT. I still think if I'm building a player, if we're just building body parts, not including the mind, I'm still choosing LeBron James. But like I said, what's in between those ears, bro? Bron don't got that. If Bron had Kobe, Mike, even Melo, Wade mentality, like he didn't have to develop that later on, it would just been unfair. Like he would have just been, all right, bro, like this is just how many you gonna get? One, not two, not three, like he said before. He didn't have that mindset to say that statement, though. That was the issue with LeBron James.
Listen, I'm gonna say this again. This dude is a 9-time defensive team player, 10-time scoring champ, bro. Never lost a championship game in his professional career, college and pros. Never. Not. We talking about also in the Olympics too. He's never lost. That Jordan different, man. And you know what, man? I know my pops can probably say this about like Kareem and all that. I'm not. I feel like I was blessed to watch this dude. Like we actually watched him. Like the way we watched Dirk throughout his career, the way we watched LeBron throughout his career right now. Like I feel like we were blessed, man. We got to actually see him become Jordan as it was happening, bro.
Yep.
Like, cause I feel like you ever had like some kind of experience and you're trying to tell people how great that experience is, but they're not going to understand it unless they were there. That's how I feel with Jordan. Like, it's like, bro, I could tell y'all till I'm blue in the face, like how special this dude was. Like, you had to be there, man. See this dude it was happening, bro.
It's like wrestling right now. Shout out to We Talk Kayfabe with my guy Roman Reigns, and he the biggest guy in wrestling right now. And just 10 years ago, they were like booing him. They were telling him to retire and all that. And it's like, damn, I remember them booing him that bad, and now they love him. So, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Kareem says he's a Glow Yard member. He says Shaq said once LeBron hit the all-time points, then Bron to go to. Yeah, Shaq Shaq just changed his opinion or whatever, Kareem. Like he
Or Shaq literally flipped his opinions like depending on who on the show that day.
Shaq say Kobe the best, Jordan the best. Oh, Penny better than Kobe, but really he couldn't blame. Like it, Shaq just is Shaq. Kareem also said King Bulls also only lost 2 games more than the year before when he retired the first time. Basically same team, just couldn't win. You talking about the first year?
He's talking about the first time,
When Scotty, that I tell everybody, if that was the year that Jordan legacy was going to be tarnished, it was good.
If Scotty got
if Scotty
got that MVP,
if Scotty would have got to the finals, bro, I think if Scotty would have either got the MVP or made it to the finals, because he'd have had one more finals appearance and Jordan had never made it.
Hey, I think he had went to the Eastern Conference Finals that year.
That may be because Jordan never got the first round without Scotty, right?
Because remember that year they lost in 7 to New York in the second round.
And that's what I'm saying. Jordan never got the first round without Scotty, right?
I don't
think he got the first round
so.
without Scottie Pippen. So Scotty would have checked, bro. Scotty would have won that ring. Jordan not the greatest. If Scotty would have somehow won that ring, you can't. Jordan.
That definitely would have been a blemish, bro.
How would that have looked though? That's the crazy what if I talk about with my homeboys all the time. Like if Scotty wins that ring, where does Jordan now land, and how does it look now with Scotty's importance? Is it like hold up?
Especially if Scotty get a ring and then Jordan come back and they get 3 more rings, he would have had 7. Jordan would have had 6.
Is that like what we have been thinking? Kind of like not to this extreme because Jordan doesn't choke like Jason Tatum does, but would it have been like a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown thing where it's like, hold up, man, Scottie Pippen does a bunch on this team. Could he be?
Man, it's hard to picture that, bro.
That's what it is.
It's real hard to picture that, bro.
Let's see. Joe says he glow y'all. Remember he said Jordan felt like Thanos thought he was inevitable. Yes, that's how it was like, okay, Jordan, go ahead and win, Jordan.
That's why I was saying, like growing up, I didn't hear who was second, who was third best and all that. It was literally Jordan and then everybody else. You just pray that you can at least get to the final. That's it. Like it was gonna be Jordan's, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how bad that dude was, man.
You're right. Let's see. Big J says the difference in Jordan and LeBron is 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and a regular season MVP. That's KD's career. There is a whole Hall of Fame between them. Yikes. Put it that way. That's ridiculous. He said that's KD's career. That is crazy.
He said it's a KD between
wow.
Jordan and LeBron, bro. Jesus.
And it made perfect sense, though, Big J.
That is crazy, bro.
The Dixon way with Larry, I should say, said this is Steph era. If you want to keep it a buck, LeBron is the Cal Ripken of basketball players. Nah, I don't do that.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that, Larry.
Don't do that, Larry, because if KD didn't go to don't do that. Don't you do that.
Larry, my boy, but you got to stop that, bro. We're not gonna do that today, bro. We're not gonna do that today.
And I will tell y'all, Steph, if LeBron was losing regular seasons and all as much as Steph Curry gets to do it, like he does not have the same level as LeBron James. It ain't. I'm sorry. They can try.
Bro, they still killing LeBron at the age of 40 during the regular season, and they ever done with Steph at the age of 35.
Yeah, it's not Steph. This is LeBron's era. The reason that Steph and KD are known and all them because they were bad on against LeBron. Cam, what up, Cam? He says, "What up, my guys? What up, Cam?"
What up, Cam?
Jana Kim said, "I have been curious. Is it the LeBron era or really a Steph era? I've seen a lot of arguments about how it's always been Steph's era. What do y'all think? How many Finals MVP Steph got?
Yes.
How many MVPs he got? So hold up. So let's use Big J's argument against him, right? Let's do the same thing. There's 2 MVPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 3 Finals MVPs between Steph and LeBron James.
And LeBron.
Okay. All right.
That's Jokic.
Yeah, there you go. That's like almost Jokic, almost something like that. That's how it is.
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I mean, that's a flip. My bad. Jokic is 3 regular season MVPs in a Finals MVP. You said 3 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, and 2 regular seasons.
2 regular season MVPs.
Yeah, 2 regular seasons. That's a lot. Yeah, without
that's not even magic. That bird.
That's I mean, the Finals is going to be different because you can't. But he got 2 Steve Nashes over He got a Steve Nash over Steph Curry. But I can't even include the Finals MVPs. I can't find him. There's nobody else that got 3 Finals MVPs, I don't think.
Don't Bird got one?
Bird got 2.
3?
Bird got 2.
Oh, Weston got one that year, huh? Was it not Dennis? Was Dennis Johnson got one?
No, Maxwell, Cornbread.
Oh yeah, Cornbread. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Because I think Bird has 2 as well, right? I mean, not Bird.
Yeah, Bird
Magic got 2 as well. Kareem got 2, I want to say, right?
No, I thought Magic got 3.
Magic got 3. You're right. Kareem got 1 from he got 1 before Magic.
He got one with Milwaukee.
And James Worthy got 1. James Worthy got 1.
Worthy got 1. Yeah. Oh, you right.
Got 3. So that's Magic Johnson, bro. That's a Magic Johnson Finals MVP ahead of him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. I gotta stop that, man. Gina Kim said, "I thought."
Did you read?
Did I? I'm sorry. Did I skip one? Oh, I'm sorry, TGK. I'm sorry. He said, "Why hasn't the Mavs done a clearance sale?" I don't know, TGK. That's on y'all.
Yeah, I'm waiting on y'all to say something, man. That's why I've been waiting. Usually they have it by now, man. They have it by now.
They did a clearance sale though. Oh, the Big J, look, he said it. They did when they sent THJ to Detroit. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh man,
that's a clearance sale. We got him up out of here.
To the team.
Gina Kim said, "I thought it was on the 24th, his farewell game." I don't know. I thought it was today, Gina Kim. Maybe not. You might be right.
Like I said, I thought Greg had posted something. I got the alert, so I thought he posted something. I don't know. I have to check it after the show.
Johnny B says Lively is 3-0 versus Wemby. FYI. Yeah.
These things are true.
One played 3 times last year or 4 times?
I think he was out one.
One of the games.
No, wait.
I can't remember. But I don't think Wemby didn't beat us at all last year, though. San Antonio definitely didn't beat us, right? We swept them.
So it should be 4-0. They're not division.
Wemby might not. Lively may not have played a game. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, we play them 4 times though because they're in our division. Daniel said 8-0, and for Sharp, the 2-way player that we signed, his nickname is Sharp Dressed, man. FYI, that's from ZZ Top, the old school classic rock band. I know what ZZ Top is, Dan.
Hey man, I ain't never seen him dressed, so I can't say he's sharp dressed.
I mean, I don't even care. I don't even want to see him on the floor. I ain't lying. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna see him in the G League.
Yeah, send him down to G League. Let him sit down there. Gina Kim says OKC fans really hating on Lively as lately. I can't wait to play them this year so Lively can dominate and outplay Chet. They want to be our rivals so bad. They hate because they should have drafted him. Gina Kim.
You hating on the man? You said Phoenix.
Yeah. Gina Kim said I went back and watched the members only and hear Freezy say Randall would be like Dirk Randall. Let's leave that alone. That's for last Friday, Gina Kim. That's for Friday that just passed. We're not gonna just let it be.
Hey, you're not gonna get me. I ain't finna get that phone call, Gina. I didn't say nothing.
Daniel says, and for AJ Lawson, if we keep him, his nickname is the lawyer. Feels like I'm coming up with great nicknames for everyone. You better go get your money. What up, Knicks? He says, greeting from the Philippine Islands. Go Mavs.
I know you're from the Philippine Islands, Knicks. Okay.
Hey, Knicks.
Yeah.
What up, L? She says the Gordon Dragic farewell game is on Saturday. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. If anybody gonna know, I know L would have knew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I thought maybe he's posting a video saying he's gonna talk about it. That's probably what it was. I didn't watch it yet. So
Nick says PG better defender, T-Mac better scorer. Yeah. Kareem says
now hold on. T-Mac wasn't a bad defender. Let's put that out there. Don't we're not gonna sit here and act like he Trae Young on defense or nothing.
He played for Orlando, bro. Like he was playing giving offense at that point, and Pat Garrity was his number 2. Or even Mike Miller.
Mike Miller. Yeah.
Come on, man.
In one of the worst drafts of all time.
And Darryl Armstrong.
Whoa. Hold on, do that.
Kareem says T-Mac or Vince. I'm taking Vince. I'm taking Vince's career. I used to have this argument all the time because I was a Vince fan. But I think in their peak, though, I might have to edge T-Mac. But T-Mac couldn't do nothing in the playoffs, bro. Does that matter?
Yeah.
Is that
but it's just I don't know. It's okay. See, it's not one of those cases where like for example, with Embiid, when Embiid wouldn't get out the second round, bro, we saw a game he would give you like 8 points.
Yeah, like he was choking.
T-Mac he was choking. Like T-Mac would ball and he just like you said, one of the times he went to the playoffs. I know he had a 3-1 lead. I know, Pat Garrett like your third option or whatever. So I mean, I don't know, bro. And then remember he was taking Houston to the finals without, to the playoffs without Yao Ming. Remember Yao Ming was hurt a lot.
Bro, they all the same to me. I don't know why. I like T-Mac, Vince Carter, and Allen Iverson were all like that guy fighting with Kobe Bryant to be the best one. It was like that guy behind Michael Jordan who gonna come and be the next dude. They were that guy.
It's funny. They're Kobe got those guys behind him. Michael Jordan had guys like Steve Smith behind him.
Yeah,
Steve Smith and Reggie. And we battling at two guard position.
I will keep it 100%, bro. The two guard position was trash when Michael was
no disrespect. I'm not saying these are legends, bro. Like especially Reggie Miller.
It's not trash.
I'm just saying, like I would not pick Reggie Miller or Steve Smith over like would you say T-Mac, Allen Iverson, or Vince Carter. I wouldn't do that. That's what I'm saying.
The reason Mike's era is different though is because even though the two guard position was phony, or I don't want to say it was phony. That's disrespectful. It wasn't as good as it has been at other times. But
remember, he played in a center dominant league.
That's what I was going to say. He was playing in a center dominant league. That's why his time is so different, because it was a David Robinsons and all those guys like we were talking about. For him to slay those giants and be a guard is why it's like that's why no other guards existed, because it was a center-driven league. You didn't play off of guards and all. You played off of centers.
That's why guys like Sam Bowie got drafted before Jordan.
Yes. But Jordan changed the game. When Jordan did that, it's like, oh, you couldn't you couldn't be the leading scorer in the NBA. That's crazy that Luka, the first white dude to be the leading scorer in the NBA.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Larry Bird never led the scoring?
Larry Bird never led the league in scoring, bro. That's when Jordan was back. Larry never got to 30 ever.
Wow, that's
I think I thought at first maybe Rick Barry had did it, but he didn't either. He was in the playoffs leading the playoffs.
What about
the first white guy, bro?
What about Jerry West?
I don't think I think Elgin Baylor was doing it back then, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, I think Wilt was on that team.
Yeah, Wilt was back then and all. It's Luka. Luka's the first guy. They're gonna put an asterisk beside it because Embiid wasn't there, but he's still the first white guy that got a scoring title, bro.
Hey, you can't be blaming Luka for Embiid not being able to stay healthy. That's not his fault.
And who's to say that Embiid would have still kept at 35 or whatever if he'd have played the whole season? Daniel said it's almost like what happened with Shohei Ohtani and MLB when they compare him to the next Babe Ruth. Like the GOAT conversation for me has always been MJ, Wilt, Kobe, and LBJ in that category. People overrate Kobe, but that's another conversation. I love Kobe. I ain't gonna say Steph Curry better than him. Shout out to Dre, but like. I think Kobe closer in line to like a Tim Duncan and all that. Like I think people try to put him too far up. I think it's the nostalgia of Michael Jordan and the way that he played and tried to be like Mike and all that. But like Kobe went through some struggling periods as well. If you actually went through his career and watched it, like that after Shaq period for a second was like, I know the team was trash, but like it was like nobody.
Bro, listen, you're not finna disrespect Chris Mihm like that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
Don't do that,
but
bro.
Like I don't think I will stand on that. I don't think Kobe better than LBJ. You can say it's skillful, he better than whatever. You can say all that stuff, but their accolades just don't match up, bro. Like it's like if everybody throws the rings and all that stuff at LeBron for Jordan, then you got to throw all the other accolades. I know Kobe got one more than LBJ, but his other accolades ain't touching like LeBron's. It don't look. Where's other hardware at? Like I know he got in a bunch of his defensive his teams or whatever, in his career, they just threw him on there. Like he wasn't that dude defensively. And I don't know. Like I said, it's just a conversation. I hate having it with Kobe fans. They get mad at me, but it is what it is, man. I'm not sure Tim Duncan wasn't the best player of that era. Like that's a conversation we can have. Gina Kim says, y'all got to be prepared for my questions, though. Pretend I'm a reporter. You be all over the place, though, Gina Kim. You'll ask me this and this. I can't be ready.
Yeah, it should be. You asked like 25 different questions.
D-Star said, does Jordan lose or even get swept against the Spurs if he had LeBron's team in 07? Yeah, he loses that. Jordan don't win that one. I would. Hell no. I ain't going that far. Jordan don't win that series.
All I got to do is say Boobie Gibson.
Yeah, he might win a game because of his mindset. Like I said, the LeBron not having that Jordan mindset, but he doesn't win that series. Hell no. Not with that team.
Booby Gibson was the second option.
Let's see. Gina Kim said, "Are we going to see you guys in the MTT next year? What's the team name other than the Blacks? And who will be the best player, Relle, King, or any?" I'm in the post all day. I'm dominating. I'm trying to be next year.
You seen Andy's video?
No, I'm ready. I'm going for
it's gonna be Andy.
I'm going straight for Tim Cato.
Daniel said the biggest X factor for the Mavs is going to be on J Kidd and how he will handle matchups because he has to put us in the best position to win. Joe was hold on before I go there. Shout out to Tim Cato. He did his thing and all. That was an awesome thing altogether. But he went over there and sat down and started talking about his knee and all that. And Joe went over and started talking to him like, "Oh, your knee? It's a little swollen." Oh man, I was dying laughing on this side, like, "Oh, Tim Cato talking about the knee." So I look at the knee, man. So he pulled the Braun out there with the cast on his hand.
Gotta drain his knee, huh?
Yep, yeah. Oh man, like we all out there hurting old, man. What you mean, Cato? Gee, nah, he did his thing though.
Hey, half court basketball, man. That's all I'm good for.
Oh man, he said it's WTM is hair. I guess that's what you mean, Knicks. I see. Kareem says Wemby rolled his ankle in warm-ups because of the ball boy that one game. Yep, you're right. Wemby didn't play one game. You're right. Remember, he rolled his in practice. Rolled his ankle and didn't play.
Oh, what was that? Game 3?
Yeah, I think it was the third game. Yep.
Yeah.
Gina Kim said, "Not gonna lie, I need the Suns rivalry back. We could go back and forth with the Suns fans, OKC fans just forcing it."
Yeah, they do feel like they're forcing it, bro.
Lil CJ said, "Who better all time, Kyrie or Dame?" Kyrie. Johnny B said, "Who getting more minutes?" What you mean, Johnny B? Hold up. This year, Hardy or Exum?
Ooh,
that's for you, bro. I don't know. I hope it. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I told you. I said this already on the show. I think that I really believe that Spencer Dinwiddie is gonna take Exum minutes.
So you really don't think Exum got a chance to be on the team no more after this year? So you think Exum might get traded this year? Can we throw Exum in the trade with Maxi Kleber?
I mean, hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that. I'm not gonna lose no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, we expecting Hardy. Listen, Hardy's got a contract year too.
Yeah.
This is around the time you got to figure out what you want to do with him. So I feel like he should be able to get some minutes, man. So we can find out what we're gonna do with him or not.
Yeah.
So
Johnny B says Duncan had a better career than Kobe. I mean,
I saw that debate before.
It's a debate. It's not like we all say that Kobe and them should have got more MVPs. They didn't. Duncan got 2. He might not should have got 2. Jason Kidd should have got one of those, but he did. LBJ should have got a defensive player of the year. He didn't. Daniel says, so we can say that MJ is clearly better than LBJ because MJ is the GOAT. It is an interesting conversation, though, and it's fun to talk about for sure. It's like what Ronaldo and Messi in soccer.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Gina Kim said King was hating on Cato. Nah, that's my guy, Cato, man. He said he voted for Luka, so I was okay once he said that. Gina Kim said, I've been seeing Hardy with Kyrie a lot this offseason, so I better see a role for him, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Kareem said, we were already throwing Exum in trades, laughing my butt off. Just didn't happen. Big J said Clyde was in George's era. He was. No.
Well,
no.
Guard, though.
Clyde was when Jordan was losing the era. That's when Clyde was at his best. I feel like when Jordan didn't win yet, like Portland was going to the finals. I was telling you up until when they played Jordan that second time in the finals, or whatever like that. Once that happened, though, like Clyde was on the decline when he went to Houston. Jordan came back after Clyde was at Houston and won it through another three-peat.
It got better.
So, Gina Kim said Ronaldo better. Sui. Is that it? That might be it.
Is it? Let me ask this one question here. He says, Relle, we all know dang well LeBron should have at least a couple defensive players of the year and a few more MVPs over Nash and D Rose. Yeah, it's kind of funny you said that, Kareem, because Jordan could have had the same thing.
Yes, Kareem's the same thing. It's years we go back in time. Y'all think that's why we say y'all be thinking that all this stuff only happened to certain players of this era. Y'all don't think Jordan had years where it's like Jordan should have won MVP, but he didn't give it to him.
Jordan literally went out and killed Charles Barkley and Karl Malone because they both got MVPs over him the years he felt like he should have got MVP. Jordan could have had about 7 MVPs.
And the years that they got it, like you said, Jordan, it wasn't like his numbers were off. You could look at those numbers stats-wise and probably say, usually they ended up having more games won than Jordan. Like a couple games. They would say, "Oh, let's find a way to give it to somebody else because they won 62."
Yeah,
won 59.
It was more like trying to just spread the wealth.
Yeah,
fatigue or whatever. That's why they didn't give it to him.
Even like the last year, I think Magic won it in like 90 or something like that. He went to the finals. I think Jordan and Charles Barkley both had better like stats all around than him, but they gave it. He had the most wins, I think.
So we can use that same argument for Jordan too, man.
Hold up. Big J said Portland didn't take Jordan because of Clyde. You're right. That's foolish.
Yeah.
They still should have took Jordan.
They should have moved Clyde to the 3 and moved Jordan to the 2.
I tell people to this day, Houston made the wrong decision. I know that Hakeem won 2 championships, but Houston should have drafted Michael Jordan.
Man, when did Houston could have had Jordan, Hakeem, and it was somebody else.
They would have had Jordan. They could have drafted, because they could have traded back in. I think they could have had Hakeem and drafted Jordan 3rd. I think for somebody they would have had.
It would have had a big 3. I remember them talking about that.
It was Jordan. No, was it Portland that could have had somebody else that could have got up and got Hakeem?
No. It was Houston because what's the name? Houston, I think Wilson did a video on it too. I think. Who was that third person, bro? When I saw it, I was like, "Jeez, man, they'd have had them."
I think it was Clyde though. I think earlier when Clyde got drafted, they could have got Clyde too.
No. You know what it was? Yo, I think you're right. I think it was Clyde because I remember them saying Houston could have had Clyde before they got him like years later or whatever. Yep. Yeah, I think it was Clyde, Jordan, and Hakeem.
And Hakeem Olajuwon, yeah.
Yep.
Johnny B said, "Is Najee better?" Hold on. If they would have picked Michael Jordan in that draft, they would have had Ralph Sampson and Michael Jordan at the beginning. With Ralph Sampson still healthy. All right. They might have had a championship. You talking about when so Ralph Sampson and Hakeem played the Boston Celtics in the finals, right? Mm-hmm. Jordan with Ralph Sampson might have won. That's how I feel. Johnny B asks, is Najee better than PJ? No. Not in my opinion, at least. I don't.
One was a lottery pick, the other one wasn't even drafted.
Yeah, we try to I told you, it's again, you got to stop discrediting PJ Johnny B because he's asked to do a role of doing something else. Najee going to do something like that too. Daniel said, favorite walk-up song when you're on the court playing? Walk-up songs? It's baseball day?
Really. I would say it's baseball, but I don't have a walk-up song on the court.
Don said those MVPs should have gone to Kobe over Nash. I don't believe that. Nash should at least got the first one. I thought the second one really should have went to Dirk, not Kobe. Kobe wasn't winning enough. Like, Kobe was like an 8th seed and all that. I'm not giving him the MVP. I am Beanie said, "What's up, boys? What you thinking this season? 55+ wins? Yes,
yes, sir.
Yes." Kareem said Najee will be as good, if not better, by the end of the year. I don't believe it. I told you, I think y'all discrediting PJ. They actually do kind of like the similar roles now, what they got to do. But if we had to talk about just straight scoring, PJ a better scorer than Najee. Just don't have to do that. But you remember last year? What did Jason Kidd say at the end of the year, bro? What did he say when he was saying we didn't get the PJ early enough? We should have tried to involve him to be the third scorer. Wasn't he saying that at the end of the year? Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that, but he just had him playing a role because PJ said he'd play any role they need him to play over here because he want to win.
But all right, y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all joining us, man. I know it was a late one tonight, man, for another episode of We Talk Mavs. Listen, man, if you're brand new to the channel, into Dallas Maverick content, go ahead and do us a favor, man, and hit that subscribe button if you're brand new, brand spanking new. Also, everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button for us, man, here as we try to build that algorithm up to find more Mav fans like yourselves because we're still trying to get to that 3K. Everything's okay. Hey, listen, bars. Listen, man. Also, too, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, just simply hit that join button next to the subscribe button. Or if you're on an iPhone, you have to go through Safari desktop version of YouTube, go to our channel and hit join that way. But everybody else just simply hit that join button. You can join us here on Fridays, man, as we have our members only Fridays. Hopefully this Friday, y'all, we'll have a special guest. Hopefully. We haven't said it yet. We're still trying to hear back from them. So hopefully we'll have a special guest on Friday for you guys. But if not, we'll do the regular members only Friday like we normally do. We'll probably also do a We Talk Hoop Goats on Friday too. So guys kind of stay tuned in that. Like I said, it depend on what time the guests, or if the guests can come on, we'll let y'all know. Just kind of follow our socials. We'll tell you what's going on. So depending on what they say, we'll have a normal Friday where we have the members and then do the Hoop Goats. So if the guest is able to come on, we'll have the Hoops Goats, and then a little bit later we'll have the guest on or whatever. So, but yeah, listen. Also too, man, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture, man. For those Star Wars fans, I know y'all are rejoicing in the streets. The Acolyte season 2 has been canceled. We're gonna probably talk about that. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a show tomorrow night, y'all. So I gotta set that up too. We'll have a show tomorrow night talking about that and probably some other things, other news that dropped involving geek stuff as far as Marvel, Star Wars, DC, whatever. Right? We'll talk about all that stuff. So, but King, you got anything else, man? I'm forgetting, man.
Share, more share. A like is an equivalent of a share. I want to personally thank everybody. We're on our way to our fifth goal of 3K for the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 500 on Playback, so please follow us there. And also the folks, I wanted to say real quick, we're a small channel. I know a lot of folks at times forget that because, we're able to have guests and all that on here. We try our hardest to get guys and reach out to people. But if you're able to, man, share us. The way we get guests on here, the way other people can watch us and all. Like, we just two guys that work a job that do this for all the Glow Yard and, just have fun. So share us. Let people find us. Share it to your friends, your family, to anybody. Share it to folks. When you see certain streams and all, and people podcasts and they talking about Mavericks and all, you like, man, check We Talk Mavs out. Like, just put us out there so hopefully somebody can pay attention to us. But thank you so much for everything and everything that everybody does. We appreciate y'all so much, and let's just keep rocking. We'll see y'all soon.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, we'll be back here on Friday. Like I said, man, we'll see how things go. Just stay tuned. Either way it go, we'll be here Friday, guys. So get ready for Friday. We continue to talk about all things Dallas Mavericks. So we'll see you then, guys. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs, and we out.